Hey, welcome to another video on expected value lotto, where normally we look at Georgia lottery scratch tickets and their expected values, but in this video we are going to be looking at the $30 Virginia Millionaire Maker ticket. And the reason I wanted to do this is because Virginia Scratch King, he is doing something special on his channel tomorrow. If you go and look at his most recent video, you can see what it is, but it involves scratching a book of these Millionaire Maker tickets. And you know, VA Scratch King is such a nice and encouraging guy. Probably the nicest scratcher on YouTube, I would say. So anyways, I just thought that I would do this just because he's doing something special on his channel with it. So anyways, this is the $30 Millionaire Maker ticket. And I looked at the Virginia Lottery website. There's a couple things that I like about it, a couple things that I don't like. First of all, I couldn't find the odds on the prizes. They gave the overall odds on the game, and they gave the odds for the top prize, but they don't give the odds for all of the different prize levels. And so, they do give you enough information on the website to where you can do a little jujitsu on those numbers and come up with the odds, which I did. So if you've never seen the odds on the different prizes of this game, here they are. The overall odds on the game are, according to the Virginia website, 1 in 2.78. However, the numbers the number of prizes available for all the prizes, when you run the numbers yourself, you come up with actual odds of 2.82. So Virginia, this 2.78 number is a little bit too low according to the other numbers that they give you on the website. So the actual odds are more like 2.82, 1 in 2.82. The odds on the $30 prize are 1 in 8.1. So that's a little bit, so here in Georgia we have ticket prizes and the odds are always 1 in 10 on winning those ticket prizes, almost always. Here the odds, there are a lot more $30 or ticket prizes out there, break-even prizes, than there would be on a normal Georgia ticket. So there are a lot of $30 prizes. There are also a lot of $40 prizes. The odds of hitting $40 are 1 in 10, little worse than 1 in 10. Here, $50, 1 in 13.5, and you can see the rest of the numbers here. One thing I don't like about the Virginia ticket is that there are only 10 of each of the top 3 prizes. Which, I don't know, to me that kind of makes it, it just makes it too hard to hit something good, I think, with there only being 30 total prizes out there for these top 3 prizes. Anyways, this is a number match game. There are a couple symbols. I'm not exactly sure what the symbols are for. But when I do run the numbers on the Georgia tickets, I go ahead and take out the value of the value that's going to be automatically taken out if you redeem one of these because of taxes. And so the top 3 prizes here are actually 10,000, 50,000, and 1 million. And so I go ahead and take out that tax value just to be able to compare evenly the tickets that I'm looking at. All right, so let's take a look at the payout per prize. And what this tells us is that it tells us for every $30 that Virginia gets for selling these tickets, it tells us how much money they're using to pay for these prizes. So for example, if we look at the $50 prize, for every $30 they get, they're using $3.70 of that to pay for these $50 prizes. And so you can see they do spread the money out over the different prize levels, which I do like. With Georgia, a lot of especially the higher level tickets, you have so much money in the top 2 or 3 prizes. It's a little ridiculous in my opinion, but Virginia does a lot better job of spreading that money out over the prizes from $30 to $500. And you can see there's very little of that $30 going into these the second and third tier prize, but the top prize has a huge amount of money. Almost $3, almost 10% of the ticket value goes to pay in these $1 million prizes back. And if you add up the payout per prize, if you add up all of these, you come up with a total payout on this ticket of about $23.50. So If you're winning all of these prizes, according to the odds on the Virginia Lottery website, for every $30 you spend, you would expect to see about $23.50 back, or on a dollar per dollar basis, about 78 cents on the dollar. That's a little bit lower than what we see here in Georgia. You know, 2 of our tickets have over 80-cent payouts, and then we have one really bad one that has like a 73-cent payout. So, you know, this is of course better than that one we have, not quite as good as the other 2, but overall not a bad ticket at all. Now let's go ahead and separate out the top 1% of prizes. So the reason I like to do this is because it's pretty difficult to hit a top prize, a prize that's in the top 1%. Most of us, if we play these, tickets are going to be winning down here in the bottom 99%. And another thing I like about Virginia is that, you know, it's possible to hit almost all the prizes. Almost all the prizes in the game are included in the bottom 99%. That $500 prize is split between the top 1% and bottom 99%, with most of the value being over here in the top 1%, but it is still, I would say, reasonably possible to hit $500 on this game. Now, if you add up the values of the bottom 99% of prizes, which I like to do because it gives us a more realistic view of what we're going to get when we play this game, you come up with a total payout of about $18.62. So for every $30 you would play, you would expect to see $18.62 back, or on a dollar per dollar basis, about 62 cents on the dollar. And 62 cents on the dollar I feel like is a little tough for a $30 game, but it's because so much value is down here in that top prize, which I kind of like. I like that the top prize has a lot of value in it. All right, now here, this gets the next 3 screens. It's just kind of a repeat of what we just did, but this is what I really, really like about the Virginia Lottery website, and I'm super jealous. I wish that they did this in Georgia. I know that they do this in Texas too. What they do in Virginia is that they show you how many prizes the game starts out with, and then they show you how many prizes are still available for the game. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to recalculate the odds and the value of the game to see if it's actually a good time to play the game or not. Because sometimes, you know, a lot of value will be sucked out of the game at the very beginning, and then that would be a situation where you wouldn't want to play it for a while. And then there are a lot of times when the value stays in the game for a long time. And in a case like that, you would want to go out and play it. And so I'm able to run these numbers again as of today. I don't know how often Virginia updates this website, but as of today, and so the way that I do this is that I take the percentage of $30 prizes, and so there have been about 39%. There's about 39% of these $30 prizes left. And so what I can do is I can just assume that since 39% of these prizes are left, 39% of the total ticket pool is still available. And so that's what I base these new numbers off of, if that makes sense. But anyways, here are the new odds as of today. The overall odds on the game didn't change. In pink here are the prizes that have worse odds as of today, like since the beginning of the game till today. These prizes down here, 500, 7,200, and 36,000, are the prizes that have better odds today than they did at the beginning of the game. And so you can see it's going to be a little bit tougher to hit these prizes, but a little bit easier to hit something here, one of the bigger prizes. Now here, payout per prize, you can see the numbers, or the colors, again, represent, pink represents the value that has gone down, blue represents the value that has gone up, and you can see this game, the value has gone down since the first day. And the main reason for that is because there is a large proportion of these top prizes that have already been won. A larger proportion of these prizes have been won than percentage of total tickets that have been played. So about 30% of these top prizes are left, where about 39% of the game is still left to be played. So that, because there's so much value down here, that affects the value of the game as a whole. Now, remember, we said that the total payout per ticket before was, let me find it on my paper here, it was about $23.50 or 78 cents on the dollar. Now it's $22.79 or about 75 cents on the dollar. So, mainly because of this prize here, the total value of the game has decreased by about 3 cents. And you can do the same thing with the top 1%. There's more value here in this $500 prize in the bottom 99% than there was before. Everything else is lower in the bottom 99%. So the total value of the bottom 99% is going to be a little bit less than it was before. So in the other page, we said that the total payout for the bottom 99% was about $18.62 or 62 cents on the dollar. So, so the game for the majority of people has also decreased just a tad, just 1 cent on the dollar since the beginning. And it's because these prizes, there's a lower proportion of these prizes left than there are overall tickets in the game. So anyways, I really think this is interesting to be able to do. I think it's super useful because sometimes you'll get a ticket where the total payout dollar for dollar is almost a dollar, and so it's just a really useful thing. It takes a lot of time and a lot of work to do it, but it is really super useful. So anyways, I just thought I would do this kind of for fun, just, I don't know, in honor of VA Scratch King. And so hopefully he'll hit something really super awesome, since these mid-tier prizes, 500, 7,200, and 36,000 are a little bit easier to hit now. That's what I'm hoping comes out in his book. So, so that's it for the Millionaire Maker. Hope it was interesting, and hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.